Hi. Are you still stuck on under 100 views in a video? Are you posting and publishing videos every week, grinding and not getting the results? Me too. I've spent the last 3 months grinding on YouTube, and it is hard. It doesn't feel like YouTube's on easy mode, as a lot of people on YouTube will tell you. It's difficult, and I want to talk about it. I've been doing YouTube for 81 days now. I've published 25 videos. I've gained 112 subscribers. I've had 1,446 views at the point of recording this, which is about 50 odd views per video. And it doesn't sound a lot, and it's not a lot. And I'd wanted to talk in this video about some of the struggles that I'm having with YouTube, and then I'll move on to some of the things that I think are going well and why I'm not planning to give up anytime soon. The biggest challenge that I've found so far, the one area that I don't think I see improving, is viewer retention, your average watch time. You know, if you've done any research on YouTube, you will know that the first 10, 15, 30 seconds of a video are really, really important to get people engaged. And there's been some videos that have done better, but in the most part, I would say that people tend to be dropping down. That average watch time tends to kind of fall down to about 30% of the audience still left after kind of 30 seconds. And it's hard to not take that personally sometimes. You think, am I too monotone? Am I not animated enough in my delivery? But equally, well, what if I'm not being authentic? Because what you're seeing here is just me. That is how I am. If I sound boring, then I guess that's just me. But I'm hoping that as I get better with making videos, that I'm actually offering value to people and making content that other small channels can relate to. So getting that balance of trying to be myself and be authentic and genuine, whilst trying to offer some kind of energy that will get people to stick around and watch, is proving, in my opinion, very difficult. And I think that's probably the biggest challenge I've seen with YouTube so far. The other thing that I've struggled with is actually just making time to do these videos. So I've had a really busy last kind of month, and I've had family, weddings, weekends away. I've been on holiday. I've had my kids. I've had one of my daughter's birthday parties. I've been travelling with work, and I won't lie, as I record this, I'm absolutely exhausted. But I've been really looking forward to doing it. It's been a while since I've come out here. This is a really nice spot. It's evening time, and it's peaceful and it's quiet, and apart from flies. But I enjoy coming out and doing this, and that's what will keep me going. But finding time can be hard. You know, if you're anything like me, and you are balancing YouTube on the top of, looking after a family, working a demanding job, finding time is really difficult, and it can be quite disheartening, because if you're like me, then you'll be passionate about trying to do this, but finding the time can be difficult. So that's another thing I've struggled with. How do these challenges make me feel? I think I go through peaks and troughs of motivation. So if a video does slightly better, then obviously you get more motivated. When it doesn't do so well, especially when you've put some effort into it, then obviously it kind of takes the wind out of your sails a little bit, and you start to kind of get disheartened. So it's a bit of an emotional roller coaster, I find, with YouTube, and it really depends on how well your last video did. But I think you still just have to keep going. And I think that one thing I've learned is that some videos that you put out initially don't do well, and then a few days later, suddenly there's a spike, and you get a lot of impressions, and you start to get that engagement and get those views. So don't write anything off is probably one of the lessons I've learned from all this. I've definitely felt a bit of burnout. As I said, I've got a lot on just now. Trying to stick to a YouTube schedule has felt stressful. I was trying to publish a video on a Thursday kind of afternoon and a Sunday morning, and trying to stick to like a strict schedule I've found that to be stressful. But what I've done and what I've kind of learnt so far is that actually, as long as you're publishing videos regularly, it doesn't really matter what time that you publish them. Now, people will say, look at your analytics and see when your audience is typically watching videos, because that's obviously the time that they're going onto YouTube. Now, that is probably true, but if you are really struggling for time, then I would say that just, as and when you get the opportunity to, just publish those videos. What have I seen improve with my YouTube channel? I think my click-through rate is getting better. So I had some videos that were having like 1% click-through rate, and that was on, a reasonable number of impressions. I'm now seeing impressions on videos kind of reaching around 4,000 and getting a click-through rate of about 5%, which I think is not bad. I think it's getting better. So that's telling me that the more work and the more I practice doing titles and thumbnails is starting to pay off. I'm starting to see better click-through. So that has improved. And because the channel has grown, because I have got 112 subscribers at the point of filming this, engagement is better. The number of views per video is getting higher, and that tells me that the more subscribers I have, the more initial views I get, because obviously you notify your subscribers that a new video has been published. So I am seeing engagement. I'm seeing more comments coming onto the videos, and it's good to get that engagement and to build up that rapport with my viewers. So that has improved as well. So there is light at the end of the tunnel. It's a slow progress, but it's progress. And I think that, if you are, I'm done 25 videos at this point, and I'm beginning to see traction. If you are, just starting out, if you've not got to 25 videos yet, and you're not seeing huge amount of views, or not seeing your channel, not seeing any growth of any real sort, then I would say that I think you just have to put in the reps. You just have to keep going. You might be sitting with 25 videos and have, 1,000 subscribers, way more than I do. You might have less. I think with YouTube especially, it's not a comparison game. Don't compare yourself to how other people are doing, because those other people could be doing totally different things. They could have unfair advantages over you that, maybe they've got slightly more self-confidence, or maybe they're really, really knowledgeable in their niche, or perhaps their niche is just a really popular niche. If you are, depending on what you're making videos about, maybe your potential audience isn't as big as theirs. So I've certainly learned to not compare against other people. It can be tempting to do that, because you see other people who say, oh, I've been at it for 3 months, same as me. I've made 25 videos, same as me. But these guys have got, they're monetized already. And that can be disheartening, and you start to question yourself, and you start to kind of think, oh, I must be doing something wrong. But I don't think that's the case. Yes, maybe you've not evolved as a YouTuber as quickly as other people, but it might not be that. It could be just their niche, and the things that they're making videos about have more traffic. More people are looking for that. So don't compare yourself to other people. If you just stick and commit to doing at least one video a week, if you can do more, then great, but if not, just one video a week, and strive for that improvement. I've mentioned this before about, look for 1% improvement with every video that you do. And if you commit to that, and as I say, you put in those reps, then the channel will grow. And it does tend to snowball, it compounds. And it's taken me the best part of 3 months, but I've seen that. Like, my last video, or second last video, I did a bit of a pivot with it, and I really honestly talked about the fact that my channel wasn't really doing anything, and that I was probably going about it slightly the wrong way, and that I was going to make changes, and that's what I'm doing in this video, and that's what that video is about. And ironically, it got 400 times more views than any other video that I've done. And that was wild. And I got a huge jump in subscribers. I say huge jump in subscribers. It was about 15 of a jump of subscribers, which for me, at 112 subscribers, was good. I had lots of comments on that video. Got loads of impressions, as I say, far more views. And the lift that gave me, I mean, it wasn't like going viral by any stretch, but, you know, relative to what I'd done before, it was amazing. And it showed me that being genuine and sincere, just talking openly, talking about, you know, not trying to, what am I trying to say here? Not trying to be something I'm not, and just being honest and open. People really bought into that, and I think these new subscribers that have subscribed to the channel will have bought into that, and that is the direction of travel that I want to go in now. I want to make really relatable content that talks about how it is hard to grow on YouTube, to make people feel like they're not alone, that you're not alone. What you're feeling is what I'm feeling, and I think that can be empowering, because it can feel like a lonely game, YouTube, especially when you're a small channel, but it doesn't have to be. You know, we can do this together. You and I, we can, you know, vent and through our channels and through our community and help each other along the way. And I'm really excited about how and where this channel is going to go. On that video that did okay, I'm going to do a video shortly that's going to be a bit of an analysis, or like a deep dive into what about that video I think has made it stand out from the others, and has gotten a lot more traffic than my other videos, and the best practices that I can take from that I'm going to try and apply going forward. Now, it won't necessarily work for everybody. Maybe I just got lucky, but we'll look at it, and we'll look at the feedback I got to that video as well, some of the comments, and yeah, you know, kind of look at how I can take that and apply it to future videos and have these kind of real chats, because this is what I enjoy doing, and this is what I think is going to be the most relatable to you guys. So yeah, if you are a new channel and you are relating to any of what I'm talking about, then maybe think about subscribing to this channel, because I'm going to share everything, no matter how bad, how good. I'm not going to leave anything behind. It's all going to be out there for people to see, and hopefully I can build this. Hopefully I can make a relative success of it. And to me, that relative success is actually getting YouTube to a point where it becomes a business. And if I can do that and show that to you, prove to you that if I can do it, then you can as well, then that will be job done. So anyway, I'm going to stop the video there. It's great to get out after what feels like, it's probably only been just over a week, but it feels like about a month since I've recorded and sat in this space. And I think I'm definitely going to come here at sunset more, because it's just beautiful. So it's great to be recording again. I'm super pumped, super excited for what is going to happen next. I'd love it for you to come and join me on the journey if you haven't subscribed already. If you've enjoyed this, if you've related to this, maybe give it a thumbs up. Let me know in the comments, what are you struggling with? I want to hear from the viewers that are watching this channel, and understand what's your pain points. You know, have I had those pain points? Can I make videos about those? I want to help. So yeah, drop me a comment and let me know what you think of how I'm moving the channel. Let me know what issues you've been having, and I'll do my best to try and help. So with that in mind, I'm going to say cheerio. I hope you have a great day, and even better week, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye for now.